Yung 18 Marines, are they suspect? Sila ba yung posibleng manggulo, sir? 18 Marines, I'm
Um,
sorry, yung 18 na
18
nagpakilalang
bodyguards
bagre.
and
Yes, sir.
18 bodyguards.
Yes, sir,
Um,
18 Marines.
Actually, yun ang, according to the NBI, it might be connected to them.
Sabi niyo po, connected, sabi ng NBI, possibly connected dun si 18, yung threat.
Hmm.
So, ibaban po ba sila? Papapasukin pa ba ulit sila? Paano po kung bisita ulit sila ng Cayetano faction?
Okay, sir, good morning, Acting SP. Sir, una muna, naka-heightened security measure yung Senate work from home starting today.
Yes.
Gaano po ba kaseryoso yung banta sa seguridad ng Senado at NBI lang po ba yung may ganitong intel report o maging iba pang security agency at identified po ba yung mga sangkot o nasa likod nito?
Well,
Yung banta sa Senate.
well, Shelly, lahat ng banta, seryoso natin, especially sa mga ganitong sitwasyon. Meron din akong nabasa at nakukuhang mga intel na merong mga rallies gagawin sa June 12, no? Particularly sa Malacanang. Daan nga ako sa Malacanang, nag-set up na rin sila ng barricade doon. So yung mga ganitong intel information, sinuseryoso natin because yung situation ay medyo tense. And inutusan ko ang ating Sergeant at Arms to already coordinate with NBI and also the various intel agencies para ma-validate. No? Kasi marami tayong intel agencies. You have NICA, you have ISAF ng Army or ng military, PNP, may sarili din silang intelligence agencies. Ang NBI, meron din silang intelligence network. So ito ay nagko-coordinate rin kami at NICA ang nagko-consolidate ito. So si Sergeant at Arms today and tomorrow will be coordinating with all of these intelligence agencies para ma-validate at malaman natin. But in the meantime, we have to take this seriously dahil ang aking pinaka priority ay safety ng mga empleyado, members of the media in the Senate, and of course the senators. So we have to take precautionary measures para masigurado natin yung kanilang safety and security.
Sir, dun sa intelligence information, identified kung sino yung mga involved, sino yung nasa likod ng banta sa seguridad ng Senado?
May mga personalities na na-mention ang NBI. But hindi ko muna sasabihin, no, because we're investigating and validating. So we're cross-referencing it also with other intelligence agencies.
And then my second question, ibinasuro niya po yung alok ni Senator Alan na power sharing. Handa pa po ba kayo na makipag-usap sa kanya? Ang advice po na Malacanang, huwag magtiwala kay Senator Alan. At any comment po doon sa sinabi niya na dalawa daw yung Senate ngayon, Senate of the Philippines at Senate of Malacanang?
There's only one Senate, no, yung Senate of the Philippines. At nakita naman natin yung proceedings nung June 3 na nag-elect ng isang Senate President pro tempore at nag-designate ng isang acting Senate President. So, yun ang rini-recognize ngayon ng ng mga ibang branches of government tulad ng House of Representatives. Nakita natin na si Secretary Reyna ang represent sa Senado at of course ang executive branch. Dahil ang executive branch yan tayo nakikipag-coordinate sa maraming bagay from legislation all the way to operations. And throughout the weeks, no, maraming lumalabas na mga pahayag ang iba't ibang legal experts and legal luminaries, ang Integrated Bar of the Philippines, Association ng Law-Deans, nag-issue din sila ng kanilang statements at marami pang mga ibang luminaries. No? So itong itong proceedings nung June 3 ay legal and valid. No? And therefore, isa lang ang Senate President pro tempore at isa lang ang acting Senate President. Pero totoo na merong dalawang grupo, no? Yung grupo ng majority na merong 12 votes at yung grupo ng minority na merong 10 votes.
So open pa po kayo na makipag-usap kay Senator Alan Cayetano, sir?
Sabi ko, Sally, open ang aking pintuan para sa lahat ng senador at open naman tayo sa pakikipag-usap. Of course, this last few days, medyo busy tayo with all of these operational issues. Ang importante kasi, empleyado eh. At maraming agam-agam na hindi sila makakasweldo, baka madelay na matagal. So yun ang binigyan ko ng priority this last almost 5 days. No? Dahil maraming kakausapin na departments at marami kakausapin ng mga offices inside the Senate.
So pagsasaya lang po ba ng oras yung nagpapalabas pa ng memo, Senator Alan Cayetano bilang Senate President na hindi na naman po siya kinikilala ngayon?
Well, nasa kanya yan, no? It's up to him kung gusto niya maglabas pa o hindi. Akin, ang pinaka-importante lang tuloy ang operations. Walang madidelay na sweldo. In fact, ang benefits, advance nga ang pagbibigay natin. Even promotions, advance rin. No? So, makikita nyo yan no? In the next few days.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you, Sally.
Next natin, Mayan.
Hi, sir. Good morning, Mayan po. Sir, alam ko nasagot nyo na kahapon but we just need din categorical soundbite especially for TV. Sir, yung kay Senator Alan na sinasabi niya na offer niya sa inyo na pwedeng dalawa kayong mag-sign sa mga dokumento, basically sharing some of the responsibilities since he's still claiming to be the Senate President. Ano po ang sagot niyo dito, yung straight na sagot niyo dito, sir?
There's only one Senate President pro tempore. There's only one designated acting Senate President. And therefore, since tayo ang Senate President pro tempore and designated acting Senate President, gagampanan natin yung ating trabaho. No? At sisiguraduhin natin na hindi mapuputol ang operations ng Senado. At of course, yung coordination with the House of Representatives and other agencies. Yun ang aking mandato.
Did you write back to say na you're rejecting his offer? May ganun pa ba? O ito na yon kung ano yung pronouncement nyo sa media?
Yun yung pronouncement ko. At of course, I also wrote yung former secretary, si
Montales, sir.
Montales na
Montales.
mag-turn over na ng dokumento. And in fairness to him, no, he wrote si Secretary Ray na magto-turn over siya ng mga dokumento to Secretary Ray. So nagsulat siya kay Secretary Ray, nakita ko kahapon, na magto-turn over na siya ng mga dokumento.
Sir, papunta ako dun sa yung issue ng threat. Sir, can you give us at least an idea? I know you cannot naman say everything, no? Give us an idea, what is this? Is this a bomb threat? Is this a threat na may magrarally sa labas ng Senado, susugod sa loob? At least give us a picture, sir.
Okay.
What threat are we talking about?
Okay. If you remember, nung Blue Ribbon consultative meeting, nagsuspend si Chairman Erwin Tulfo at linapitan siya ni Director Matibag. No? At hindi ko lang masabi in detail, no? But what he said is there's a possibility of na merong manggugulo, no, sa Senado. And it's a possibility na armed group yung manggulo, no? And tinanong ako ni Senator Erwin at that time kung ano ang magiging decision, and I told him na meron naman tayong security beef up in the Senate. If you notice, nag-beef up tayo ng security inside the Senate at tumingi rin tayo ng additional contingent sa PNP. No? And I told him I'm very confident na safe naman yung building. No? That's why tinuloy yung hearing at that time. No? And hindi lang ako nakarinig yun. In fact, ang kausap niya yun si Senator Erwin at narinig din ng mga ibang mga senador doon. And ang assurance ko naman sa mga senador na through our Sergeant at Arms, ready tayo for any eventuality. That's why tinuloy. No? Nagkaroon lang ng earthquake kaya maaga in-adjourn or maaga sinuspend yung hearing. And at that same day, I called the director of NBI to get more details. And shinare niya nga sa akin yung mga details na baka may mga manggugulo, no? Sa loob ng Senado and they might be armed. No? So out of abundance of caution, the following day I met with, of course, OSAA, our Sergeant at Arms. I immediately convened yung executive committee ng Senado, composed of the directors, composed of the higher officials of Senate. Nag-brainstorm kami kung ano yung gagawin. So yun, kaya naglabas ako ng dalawang memo. Isa yung heightened security measures at pangalawa yung work from home. So this is an offshoot of my consultation with the executive committee meeting. And yeah, I gave instructions today to, actually yesterday and today, to our Sergeant at Arms na in the next few days, mag-network rin siya with our different intelligence agencies. Nasabi ko nga marami tayong intelligence agencies. Kanya-kanyang, in intelligence kasi kanya-kanyang, Kanya-kanyang network yan eh. No? So we need to validate the information para alam natin na paano ang mga next steps natin.
Sir, last on my part. Yung 18 Marines, are they suspect? Sila ba yung posibleng manggulo, sir? 18 Marines, I'm
Um,
sorry, yung 18 na
18
nagpakilalang
bodyguards,
bagre.
yung
Yes, sir.
18 bodyguards.
Yes, sir.
Um,
18 Marines.
Actually, yun ang according to the NBI, it might be connected to them. So that's why out of abundance of caution, we took these steps, no, yung work from home and heightened security measures para lang masigurado natin na hindi apektado yung mga empleyado.
Sir, sorry. Connected to them meaning sila mismo ang manggugulo? Yun ho ba yung nakuha natin
Hindi
information?
hindi naman ganun. Ang sabi ng NBI, it might be connected to them.
Sir, sorry, habol ko pala. Ano po ang tugon niyo doon sa sinasabi na ganito lang kayo, nagpa-work from home lang kayo, sinasabi lang na may security threat para hindi matuloy yung supposedly ay quote-unquote blue ribbon hearing ulit ng Cayetano faction?
Well, si Senator Erwin Tulfo ang chairman ng Blue Ribbon at siya lang ang pwedeng magsabi kung may hearing siya o wala, no? At we're taking cue from him in terms of kung kailan niya gusto magka-hearing.
Thank you, sir. And because, sorry sa mga kasama. Sir, sabi niyo po, connected, sabi ng NBI, possibly connected dun si 18, yung threat. So, ibaban po ba sila? Papapasukin pa ba ulit sila? Paano po kung bisita ulit sila ng Cayetano faction?
We'll validate first, no? We'll validate. I don't want to jump ahead, no? But we'll validate with the intelligence agencies.